Rosario, and I am so glad to be with you here again, partner.
Yes, of course. Well, good evening to you. I am Sam Corrales, to those who are tuning in. A pleasant evening to everybody who has been watching our athletes at the SEA Games. Now, we've had a lot of eventful days since the game started in Thailand, but this might be the most exciting day for Team Philippines since there were so many games and matches, pal.
Nasa dulo na tayo in Thailand 2025. It has been an exciting home stretch with the remaining games and matches that our athletes fought in today. And of course, we're here to tell you everything that has gone down today.
We're also bringing in some of our correspondents who are at the heart of the action in Thailand, describing the scenes or talking to the players and coaches. So go ahead and join us for another exciting episode about our athletes at the 2025 SEA Games.
And of course, before we dive into the stories of our athletes, let's take a look at the numbers first. Ito po ang latest update natin of our medal tally as of 10:40 p.m. Team Pilipinas remains in 6th place of the standings with 50 gold medals, 73 silvers, and 153 bronze medals for a total of 276 medals. Host Thailand is way ahead of the pack with 232 golds, 154 silvers, and 106 bronzes for a total of 492 medals. Indonesia is still their closest competitor at second with 91 golds, 111 silvers, and 129 bronzes for a total of 331 medals. Sitting in the third spot is Vietnam with 86 golds, 79 silvers, and 110 bronzes for a total of 275 medals.
And jumping up to the fourth spot is Malaysia with 56 golds and 229 total medals. And sliding to the fifth in the rankings is Singapore with 52 golds and 198 total medals. The Philippines will likely wrap up their campaign in Thailand at the sixth spot, but it was still a strong performance and a valiant effort from all of our athletes who competed at the regional showcase.
And of course, Sam, it is going to be a bit of a disappointment that it might be 6, that we didn't reach our goal of 60 gold medals as well. Pero tignan muna natin yung total gold medal tally, total medal tally natin rather,
Yes.
276. That's good for third in the entire region kung yung total medals yung pinag-uusapan natin. And I think that's just a testament here to all of our athletes and of course the support that they've been getting, that we've had so many medals in so many competitions. Nagkulang lang ng konti for the gold.
I mean, it's still a win, pal, because of course, in this delegation, in this edition of the SEA Games, there are a lot of first-timers in the SEA Games, a lot of like rising stars, a lot of kids, like, talking about skateboarding, like figure skating, like gymnastics, all those other sports as well, right? They are already, getting exposed to the fun, competition, and hopefully in the next few games, we could rise up the rankings.
We've seen 13-year-olds win medals. I don't know what I was doing when I was 13, but of course, we're going to focus on our teams first because one of our teams who put up a strong performance was our Gilas Pilipinas men's squad that took home the gold medal in men's basketball, overcoming uncertainties in eligibility requirements and last-minute changes in its lineup. This hastily formed Gilas squad showed why the nation is still at the top of the Southeast Asian region. But it did not come easy for Team Pilipinas, as host Thailand gave them all they could handle in the final, even up to the tail end. The Philippines had another slow start and trailed Thailand by double digits in the first half. Gilas Pilipinas was down 29-38 at the half, but thanks to adjustments, the defending champs outscored the host 23-10 in the third quarter to take a 52-48 advantage after 3 quarters. Then, in the final period, Jamie Malonzo, 30 Ravenna, and Matthew Wright made crucial baskets as the Philippines withstood a late comeback by Thailand to retain the gold medal for the country. Grabe yung drama para sa Gilas Pilipinas, partner. Gilas Pilipinas, there was drama before they even got to Thailand. May konting drama because we were trailing big at the half. Pero sa huli, gold for the Philippines. There's a big sigh of relief for all the basketball fans.
Of course, I mean, like this win just cemented that, we are the best in the region, and despite, the uncertainties, changes in the lineup, a lot of young guys also coming in, chemistry issues, they were able to figure it out. Of course, a sluggish start at the beginning, but again, yung puso ng Pilipinas, it was really shown in that game tonight, and we couldn't be more proud of our Gilas Pilipinas team. But Pao, also earlier in the day, for the women's women's division, Gilas Pilipinas women's team were able to prevail over a tense and close game against host Thailand to make it a double championship for our Gilas men's and women's teams. If you guys are wondering how close, well, Gilas won 73-70 to repel the host country in front of a capacity crowd and recapture the gold medal for Team Philippines. Now, Thailand was able to cut an 8-point lead by Gilas Pilipinas to just 2 points, 72-70, with just a minute remaining. But the Philippines weathered the storm with Casey De La Rosa getting 2 huge blocks on Thailand's attempts in the dying seconds to help secure the win. De La Rosa finished with 17 points and 16 rebounds in another double-double performance. Meantime, 17-year-old rookie Sofia Dignadais added 10 points, and it was the Philippines' third gold medal in the last 4 editions of the tournament, cementing the country's case as a powerhouse in women's basketball in the region. It was also a victory made sweeter as they bounced back from their silver finish in Cambodia 2023.
Alam mo, malaking bagay yun that we won the gold yet again. And another, we had young players like Sofia Dignadice come in and really contribute to this team because this is showing us na hindi lang yung mga veterano are the ones who are starring for our team. It's also the young ones like we mentioned a while ago. You mentioned the very young skateboarder, but what about our young ballers?
I know, and it was such an amazing win for them because it was like a block that determined the course of the game. It was the one that propelled us to get that win, so we couldn't again be more proud of our women's basketball team.
And of course, aside from our victorious basketball squads, our Las Pilipinas men's volleyball team will also be taking home a medal. And they did it in dramatic fashion as well, defeating a higher-ranked opponent via a reverse sweep. The Philippines clinched the bronze medal after defeating Vietnam via reverse sweep 23-25, 23-25, 25-18, 25-22, and 16-14. It was the first SEA Games medal for the Philippines in men's volleyball since claiming the silver way back in 2019, back when the Philippines hosted the regional showcase. Mark Espejo dropped 30 big ones to lead Las Pilipinas, while Leo Ordales added 20 points and team captain Brian Bagunas fired 19 to power the team's remarkable comeback. Even after dropping the first 2 sets, the Philippines never wavered, taking the next 3 sets to stun Vietnam and grab the country's 6th medal at the event. Now, beating Vietnam for the bronze is an incredible achievement for our Las Pilipinas men's volleyball team. They really embodied what Tibay and Tatag is all about.
That's right, Pao. You know, they were coming off losses to Indonesia and Thailand and were actually down 2 sets against Vietnam. But again, they never gave up, and then now they are taking home those medals. So joining our conversation about this victory by Las Pilipinas men and as well as our Gilas Pilipinas teams is somebody who knows a lot about winning and competing against the best teams in the SEA Games. So let's all welcome our correspondent, the phenom Eliza Valdez. She is joining us now from Thailand. Hi,
Hello,
Lai.
Sam
Can you
and
hear us?
Paolo. I'm here now at Nimibut Stadium, but as of now, our Gilas men and women are actually taking time to take photos with the Filipino fans. Actually, sobrang dami pang Filipino fans sa labas. Pero as of now, ngayon nagse-celebrate muna sila. Gilas women actually felt like it was a redemption after losing the title in 2023 versus Indonesia. Exactly what you said kanina, it was 73-70. For our Gilas men naman, it was 70-64. It was the guys, the Gilas men trying to defend their title from the 2023 in Cambodia. Our leading scorer, of course, was Jamie Malonzo with 14 points. Actually, nung third quarter, medyo dun tayo nakalamang at nakakuha ng momentum. Pero we were down as many as 13 points. Pero with the help of our crowd, Gilas was able to turn the tables around and get that gold medal. Alam mo, ganyan-ganyan din ang nangyari sa kwento sa Las Pilipinas men's. With them needing that 5th and final set. The first 2 sets were close. Both scores was 23-25 at nakabawi agad tayo ng third set. It was a quick set for Las Pilipinas men's. Their floor defense was on point. Kaya naman naka-pull away agad tayo during that third set. Pagdating ng fourth and fifth set, dalang-dala natin ang momentum from the third set. Pero pagdating ng fifth set, we were leading as much as 3 points. Pero nung yung Vietnam pinush talaga ang Alas Men's to their limits, nakahabol sila from 14-12, nag-tie tayo ng 14-all. But Brian Braguna scored from a down-the-line hit, and then Josafat gave a service ace, securing the bronze medal for Alas Pilipinas Men's. Team Captain Brian Bagunas credited their floor and net defense to end their campaign with a bronze medal. Alam nyo, Paolo and Sam, what a way to end the final day here at the 33rd Southeast Asian Games. Nakaka-proud talagang maging Pilipino. Kaya reporting from Bangkok, Thailand, this has been Eliza Valdez, Tibay at Tatag, mas pinalakas na Pilipinas sa 33rd Southeast Asian Games. Back to you, Paolo and Sam.
Lai, thank you so much for that. And of course, hopefully we can still have one more question with Eliza. So Lai, while I still have you there, alam naman natin na you are a big supporter of men's volleyball. We've seen your efforts, of course, even with Spikers Turf. Itong unang medalya since 2019. Just how important is it for yung mga players that they are able to take home a medal for the first time in a very long time, in a highly contested and dramatic way?
Alam mo, as a volleyball player, as a fan, at as a supporter talaga, big supporter of men's volleyball, nakakatuwa. Alam mo, madami silang pinagdaanan, madami silang nasakripisyo from that great showing from the FIVB Men's World Championship. Talagang ipinakita nila na ang experience nila doon ay dinala nila dito para makakuha tayo ng medalya para sa bansa. Kaya proud na proud ako, and sana magtuloy-tuloy ang programa, hindi lamang para sa men's, sa Alas Pilipinas Men's, but para sa buong volleyball program.
Alright, Eliza, maraming salamat. We really appreciate you, and please enjoy the festivities there. Kasi mukhang Little Manila ata yung background mo ngayon.
Well, really, what a time for Philippine volleyball, right? And that again was our correspondent, Eliza Valdez, reporting live from Bangkok and telling us all about our Gilas Pilipinas men and women and our Alas Pilipinas men's inspiring victories.
Now, these are just some of the victories of our athletes today at the Southeast Asian Games, and we'll have plenty more updates when we come back here on Tibay at Tatag. Mas pinalakas sa Pilipinas sa 33rd Southeast Asian Games updates, powered by Arena Plus Sportsbook and brought to you by Signal TV, the official broadcaster of Thailand 2025. Our coverage of Team Pilipinas at the 2025 Southeast Asian Games continues here on Tibay at Tatag. Mas pinalakas na Pilipinas sa 33rd Southeast Asian Games updates, powered by Arena Plus Sportsbook and brought to you by Signal TV, the official broadcaster of Thailand 2025.
And aside from our basketball teams, other Filipino athletes also took home golds earlier today and added to the country's medal tally.
That's right, and one of those teams was none other than our Alas Pilipinas women's beach volleyball team, who made history at the sand courts in Jomtien Beach in Chonburi this afternoon.
Well, the Philippines is the new queen of beach volleyball in Southeast Asia after ending Thailand's decades-long reign and winning the country's first gold at the event. The team of Cici Rondina, Bernadette Pon, Sunny Villapando, and Dij Rodriguez defeated the team of Thailand, which had won the last 8 editions of the event since it was introduced at the SEA Games in 2003. Rondina and Pons, or Sipons, first defeated the pair of Kongpop Saru Tawadi, Warapira Chayakon, and Taravi Narapon Rapat in straight sets, 21-17, 21-15. The tandem of Rodriguez and Villapando then sealed the Philippines' gold medal with another win over the Thai duo of Taranata Udom Chavi and Rumpay Pruet Numuong. with the win. Alas, Filipinas women also avenged their only loss of the tournament after winning their previous matches against Singapore, Malaysia, and Vietnam to book a finals appearance that eventually turned into gold.
Grabe, what a performance there from our four Filipinas. And it was such a big win. And the way that they won it, they actually won it in dominant fashion, partner.
Yes, so convincing. I love it, and it's so good to
nice.
see Sipon.
Yeah, it's
Back in
so
action.
great to see Sipons in action. And of course, we actually saw them. It was Sipons who beat the pair of Kongfop, Saratuadi, and Warapira Chayakon. Of course, Taravadi, Narafon, and Rapat also was not able to stop them in straight sets. And again, just the way that they won was just so incredible. And hopefully, 8 decades or 8 editions rather for Thailand. Sana yung Pilipinas rin magka-run ng konti for the gold.
Magtuloy-tuloy na.
Okay, sana. So, we move on over to boxing. 4 of our prize fighters fought in gold medal matches. 4-time SEA Games gold medalist Jumir Marshall got his Wikipedia profile updated to say 5-time SEA Games gold medalist, thanks to a hard-fought victory in the men's light heavyweight 80-kilogram finals against Indonesia's Michael Robert Musquita with a score of 4-1. However, this would be the only gold medal that our boxing team would deliver, as Villegas, Hara, and Baricuatro would settle for the silver. Villegas, an Olympic bronze medalist, fell by unanimous decision to Thailand's Chuthamat Raksat in the finals of the women's flyweight 50-kilogram finals. Jara, meanwhile, also lost by unanimous decision to another Thai foe in Thanarat Saeng Phet in the men's bantamweight 54-kilogram finals. And finally, Baricuatro would also suffer defeat against Titiwat Phlong Aurai of Thailand 1-4 in the men's light flyweight 48-kilogram finals. Now, despite these defeats, the Filipino boxers will end their campaign in Thailand with a gold medal, 3 silver medals, and 6 bronze medals.
Well, you know, Pao, it's of course a redemption story for Yumir Marshall because of course we know that he did a lot of like mental training with Sir Marcos, especially after Paris. So for him to get the lone gold medal of the Philippines here in this edition of the SEA Games really makes us proud, right?
It makes us proud so much. And of course, there are still people who would have felt that, alam mo, dapat nanalo yung Pilipinas.
Right.
Kasi when it comes to boxing,
We're very dominant there.
we're very dominant.
Yes.
And of course, judging was always going to be something that people would discuss. But of
Right.
course, we'll talk about that some other time.
Right. And now we mentioned earlier that this was probably the most eventful day for Team Philippines at the 2025 SEA Games. And they certainly have the medals to show for it.
Here are just some of our athletes who took home gold, silver, and bronze medals today. We start off with the RP Blue Girls, who duplicated the feat of the Blue Boys and also took home the country's 11th gold medal in women's softball.
Now, the Philippine men's bowling team also nabbed the gold in the 10-pin team of 4 event, while in speed skating, Peter Grosclose emerged victorious in the 500-meter men's short track event.
Some of our silver medalists today include our men's floorball team, our women's ice hockey team, and Kim Remolino, who finished second in the men's individual triathlon event.
And as for our bronze medalists, we have our women's floorball team, the Philippine team in group aerobic gymnastics, and Fernando Jose Casares, who bagged the bronze in the men's individual triathlon.
Now, aside from the ones we mentioned above, we also have other athletes who grabbed medals today in different events. It was truly a productive day for the Philippines in the last full day of competition in Thailand.
With that said, joining us now to report on some of those events, including boxing and diving, is one of our correspondents, Bel Gregorio. Good evening, Bel. Kamusta naman kayo dyan sa Thailand ngayon?
Good evening, Sam. Good evening, Paolo. We are still in the stadium where we witnessed our Gilas teams secure the gold for us. And wow, what a day it has been. I feel very fortunate that we were able to catch the last few minutes of the Gilas men's match because we came from boxing right after Yumir Marshall got his 5th SEA Games gold medal. It was a very emotional moment, especially because the boxers did not just have such a long day today, but a long, emotional last few days. We had 4 fighters in total eyeing to bring home the gold, starting with Olympic medalist Ira Villegas, but the judges gave it to her opponent, the Thai vet. But Ira was very gracious in her defeat. She said, maybe it's just not my time now, but eventually, I know that my time will eventually come. Meanwhile, for our male boxers, Brian Baricuatro and Flint Hara, they had to compose themselves after their own gold medal matches, also against Thailand. It's only the first of what's sure to be the many SEA Games events of these men, but of course they couldn't help but hide their disappointment, feeling that they could have and should have won it, but they also took comfort in the fact that they played fair and square and they gave it their all. After those 3 matches, all eyes were of course on Ymir to redeem all of them, winning via Indonesian Michael Robert Mosquita. It was a split after the second round, and when you were waiting for the results after the third, it felt like forever, but wow, what can I say? When they finally announced it, his parents were there. He started getting emotional when the national anthem was played, and he was also so generous in taking his time to talk to us. He shared that he wasn't so sure if he was going to fight in the SEA Games because there were just so many complications, so many rules, and also he was playing in the professional ranks already, so it was quite an adjustment. But the voice that told him to stay and give it his all for the country was louder, and it proved to be worth it. He knew that he had to defend his gold, and that's exactly what he said. He said, na-defend natin yung gold medal, hindi ko alam kung hanggang saan pa yung pagod ko, pero patuloy akong lalaban para sa Pilipinas hanggang makuha ko yung gold medal sa LA Olympics. That's also what he added. So from here on, dreams get bigger, the dream stays alive, not just for Ymir, but also for the rest of our boxers. What a way to cap off this SEA Games. Reporting here from Bangkok, Thailand, this has been Bel Gregorio, Tibay at Tatag, mas pinalakas na Pilipinas sa 33rd Southeast Asian Games.
Thanks for that, Belle. Now, while you're at it, I just wanted to ask a follow-up question. You were able to follow the journey of our boxers from every match all the way up to Ymir's eventually, getting that gold medal. Can you paint us a picture of the atmosphere in the arena? As soon as Ymir, won that medal, you mentioned it was like redemption for the rest of the boxers of Team Philippines. And maybe could you tell us, were there Pinoy fans in the arena? What was their reaction, Belle?
Oh wow, a lot of Pinoy fans, even though we had this Gilas game, we still had a lot of Pinoy boxing supporters there in the boxing venue. Whenever Thailand would cheer for their hometown bets, the Philippines would also make it feel like this was our hometown. And whenever after the rounds, they would cheer for the Philippines. If they felt that the judging was unfair, they'd boo, they'd keep going and cheering for the Philippines. So that's for sure what powered our athletes in boxing.
Diyan magaling si Belle sa mga nagbubu. And of course, Belle, we really appreciate you. Enjoy your time there in Thailand for the last full day of competition. And hopefully we get to see you back home again really soon. Thank you.
And that was one of our correspondents, Bel Gregorio, giving us an update on our prize fighters who stepped into the ring today in Thailand.
The 2025 Southeast Asian Games is down to its last few events, but we'll have more about our athletes for you when we return here on Tibay at Tatag. Mas pinalakas na Pilipinas sa 33rd Southeast Asian Games updates, powered by Arena Plus Sportsbook and brought to you by Signal TV, the official broadcaster of Thailand 2025.
Asian softball have reclaimed their throne, and they are the Philippines RP Blue Boys. The Philippine men's softball team, or the RP Blue Boys, defeated Singapore in the gold medal match 3-0, a win that sealed their comeback after falling to Singapore in the finals of the 2019 SEA Games in home soil.
Siyempre po mga hard training, kahit po ngayon injury po ako dahil like isang araw po ako natama po ng bola. Ngayon po dinadayin ko po masakit pa rin, pero lumaban pa rin po ako hanggang sa dulo.
Nung mga sandali pong pumapalo ako,
Hindi, yung mga sandali po na yun, kagaya po na lagi nire-remind sa akin ng mga coaches, nila Coach Jasper, Coach Sid, Coach Baloy, Coach Julius. Lagi lang po, lagi lang pong buhay yung isip sa laro at lagi ko pong pinapalagay sa sarili ko na last game na and championship game. Kaya yun po.
Spearheaded by young talents, this victory marks the return of men's softball title to the Philippines after a decade.
Yes, finally nakuha talagang ang pinaghirapan namin. Nagawa na namin ngayon. Nakuha na namin lahat ng sakripisyo, gumising na magaga. Talagang ngayon, talagang pinag-usapan namin. Hindi tayo pwedeng bumalik ng Pilipinas pa hindi natin dala ang ginto ngayon. Nakuha namin ang sarap ng feelings na deserve it talaga. Proud na proud ako sa mga boys natin.
So ngayon pong taon, sobrang saya po. Last year 2019 kasama ko yung papa ko. Siya rin po yung ginawang inspirasyon ko para makabawi kami ngayong taon para mabalik yung gold medal sa Pilipinas. Ma! Champion! Gold medal! Sa wakas, finally! Thank you!
It may have taken them 6 long years to complete their comeback, but the Kings are back. Long may they reign. For men's softball, I'm Doreen Soybagyo reporting from Bangkok, Thailand. Tibay at Tatag, mas pinalakas na Pilipinas sa 33rd Southeast Asian Games.
Welcome back. You're still watching Tibay at Tatag, mas pinalakas ng Pilipinas sa 33rd Southeast Asian Games updates powered by Arena Plus Sportsbook and brought to you by Signal TV. The official broadcaster Thailand 2025, and that was our men's softball team, the RP Blue Boys, who capped off a dominant run in the 33rd Southeast Asian Games with a gold medal.
Well, to add to that, Pao, earlier today, the RP Blue Girls also took home a gold medal in women's softball, proving that the Philippines is a country to beat in these events in the region. Grabe, 6 years.
Grabe.
Redemption story for the men's team.
Redemption story for the men's team and continued success for our RP Blue Girls, and long may it continue, as we always say. And of course, it's going to be such a privilege to have them all back in the country, and obviously trying to congratulate them whenever we could, because grabe, the effort that they put in, hindi natin nakakita. Normally we only see maybe 2 hours of their game, but we don't see the many hours they put behind their efforts. Kudos to all our athletes for the heart and fighting spirit that they've showed, win or lose.
And though we're closing down the SEA Games tomorrow, we still have a few more events. Before the event wraps up, here are some remaining events that you can still catch tomorrow.
In the morning, the Sepak Takraw tournament will take place starting at 10 a.m. Then at 11 a.m., the open water swimming or marathon swimming will be held at the Grand Pinnacle in Jomtien Beach in Chonburi.
And at 8 p.m., all roads lead back to the Raha Mangala Stadium in Bangkok for the closing ceremonies of the 33rd Southeast Asian Games, which you can watch unfold on One Sports, One Sports Plus, and RPTV.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure taking you through these couple or so weeks through this prestigious biennial event that we call the Southeast Asian Games. You can catch our remaining athletes and others as well as the 33rd Southeast Asian Games on One Sports and One Sports Plus, RPTV, and on Signal Channel 261. There's also the Pilipinas Live app for additional content and the One Sports YouTube channel.
You can also support our Filipino athletes by visiting and logging into our website, arenaplus.ph, for users 21 and above. Check out our community page for other updates as well.
And that was yet another day filled with inspiring and heartfelt stories for Team Pilipinas at the 2025 Southeast Asian Games here on Tibay at Tatag. Mas pinalakas na Pilipinas sa 33rd Southeast Asian Games updates powered by Arena Plus Sportsbook. Bring home the win, support our national athletes as they represent the country at the Southeast Asian Games. Ako po si Paulo Del Rosario.
And I'm Sam Corrales. Maraming salamat sa pagsubaybay sa ating mga atleta, and may you all have a festive weekend ahead. Laban Pilipinas!